Hey everyone, how's it going? Rhodes Perry here. And I wanted to check in with you really quickly to see how are those New Year's resolutions going? And I'm particularly checking in with folks who have made that commitment to say, hey, I want to learn more about why it's important to build more inclusive organizations. I want to take some personal actions this year, and or I'm the leader of my organization or in a leadership position, and I want to start making some positive changes for my folks. So if you fall in that category, I have some hard news to share first, which is about 80% of us who make some kind of resolution in the new year, we fall off by February. The good news, though, and I am all about empowerment, is that I have a solution for you if this is one of your resolutions this year, which is through the 30-day belonging challenge. Now, the belonging challenge is specifically for folks who want to clarify their vision of what it means to belong at work, how to actually create a plan, an action plan to realize, yes, we are cultivating this feeling, we can measure it, we are seeing progress, and we're more motivated because we now have demonstrated success to keep going. And most importantly, the program is for folks who want to do all of these things and want to do so with peer and mentorship support. So that's the 30-day belonging challenge. Now, it kicks off February 1st, which means that there are only a handful of days left to enroll. So I wanted to share just a little bit about what the challenge is about specifically, and then give you a profile of who the challenge is for. So just a couple things to keep in mind. So if you want to really roll up your sleeves and identify some of those existing barriers that are obstructing building a more inclusive organization, especially for people from underrepresented groups in your organization, anything that's obstructing creating that feeling of belonging. This is where we're going to work together to identify where those barriers are. It's also a time where we are going to be able to participate in not just one, but two group coaching calls in person. So we're going to be doing this through Zoom. And this is also going to be an opportunity where you get to set the agenda about what you want to talk about related to the challenge, some of the actions that we get to do over 30 days. And we get to talk through it. We get to talk through the successes of how those challenges went well. And we also get to talk about some of those challenges which have made it difficult to actually implement some of the actions that I'll be recommending over these 30 days. So you're also going to be able to show up for your fellow belonging ambassadors. And basically what this means is that you get to flex the wisdom and experience and expertise that you have. And even if you're just getting started, I think you will surprise yourself and how much you do know, and how much you can support other people. And sometimes it's a little bit easier to advocate for others than ourselves. So that's where a mentor like myself can show up and provide that accountability that we all need. And this is where the secret sauce of the program is. It's really in building those peer-to-peer relationships. And myself, my firm, we're just here to provide that support and that structure for making these relationships possible. And then the last piece is that we're going to be able to engage with content that is directly from my new book, which I'm going to grab over here, which is Belonging at Work. So if you have picked up this book, you've read it, you've had some reactions where it's like, this is a great case study, or I wish the author would have gone a little bit further, you get to engage directly with me, the author, and we get to talk about the feedback that you have for the book, the content that was helpful, the questions that you have. So it's going to be a really unique opportunity just to play around more with what's featured in that book. Now, you might be wondering, is this challenge for you? So this next part of the video is just to kind of go through the ideal profile of someone who is ideal for this challenge. So if you are someone who is passionate about building an inclusive organization where all of your stakeholders have this feeling of belonging, can fit in, this challenge is absolutely for you. If you identify as a leader, a visionary, a change agent, a mover, or a shaker, or all of the above, or you feel like you're on the pathway to identifying as any one of these labels as being a part of who you are, then this is an opportunity for you to be a part of a challenge and be connected with other people just like yourself who quote unquote get it, right? So folks that really have a good understanding of why inclusion matters, and taking it one step further of when we are in inclusive organizations, we all feel a sense of belonging, which is going to be different for each one of us and what that feeling is. So we're going to get clear on what that means. It's also really a good program to go through if you possess a willingness to lay it all out there. And so basically what this means is your fears, your worries, your concerns, strategies that you've tried that have gone sideways, things like that, where you will have to channel your Brene Brown. You will have to channel being a little bit vulnerable, leaning into the discomfort, and recognizing that we have all had failures along the way in doing this work, but that's how the growth happens. That's how we get closer to success, is when we navigate those failures, navigate those challenges, learn from them, and recalibrate, readjust. So if you're willing to do that, you are on the path. And the most important part is that you're going to show up and do the work. So if you can carve out just 5 minutes a day, you're going to get one simple action that you can take every day. And it's a personal action. So you don't have to be the CEO necessarily, though I do recommend CEOs to be a part of this as well. Just carving out those 5 minutes every day to take that action, share with a group what you've learned from that action. You're going to be on the pathway to start seeing real direct changes with yourself, how you show up, how you relate to your job, and you will start to see small and subtle changes in your organization that I guarantee will make a world of difference to the people that you work directly with. So if this all sounds good to you, and it sounds like a good fit for your organization, please consider enrolling today. All of the details are below in the links for this video. And even better, so if you have been one of the lucky fews or the many who have actually picked up this book and purchased it, read it, played around with the content, if you leave a review of your feedback, your honest feedback in Amazon, and you send me a screenshot of that feedback, I will send you a promo code to get 50% off of this challenge. So it's a really great deal. It's a good way to share with the world how the book may have helped you in your own organization. And even better, you get a really great, nice discount to be a part of this program. So again, registration is coming up quickly. The deadline is Thursday, January 31st. And it closes on that day. So we already have a great group of ambassadors for belonging, and I hope that I get to work with you. I hope I get to learn from you, and I hope you get to learn from fellow belonging ambassadors, because together we are going to grow this movement. We will build the belonging movement. So thank you, and I look forward to working with you.